Jai Hind everyone. Our today's topic is statement sums. Now you are very familiar with this topic because we repeat it many times. We already know what is the statement sum, what is the importance of statement sum, what are the rules to solve the statement sums. We already discussed these things in the previous video. I will provide the link of that video in description in which we discuss all the things. So let's start the topic with the examples. So here example number 1. In a village, there are 2,560 children. 890 of them are aged above 5 years. How many children are below 5 years of age? So this is our first example. So first rule to solve the statement sum is read the statement carefully and understand it. Second rule, underline the important information given in the statement. Third rule, third rule is write the number on the right hand side of the equal to sign and write word to the left hand side of the equal to sign. So here read the statement carefully and then underline the important information given in the statement. So in the village there are the 2,560 children are there. 890 of them are aged above 5 years. How many children are below 5 years of age? So underline the important information here. The total number of children in the village are 2,560 and 890 of them are above aged 5. So these are two informations are given. Now we have to solve. So solution. First of all, we have to write the total number of children. Children in the village, or total number of children, we can write children in village is equal to 2,560. Now children above 5 years. Children above 5 years. So how many children are there above 5 years? 890. So write here 9, 8, 0, 9, 8. Now children below 5 years. Below 5 years. So if we subtract the number of children whose age are above 5 years from the total number of children in the village, then we got the number of children whose age number of children who are below 5 years of age. So we have to subtract 0 minus 0, 0. We can't subtract 9 from 6. So we take borrow from here. It becomes 16. Now 9 minus 16, 7. Here after giving borrow it becomes 4. Again we can't subtract 8 from 4. So we again borrow 1. It becomes 14. Now 14 minus 8 is 6. Here after giving 1 borrow it becomes 1. Here is 1. So this is the total number of children below 5 years of age in the village. Let us take one more example to understand this topic clearly. So example number 2. Ajay had rupees 2,000. He bought shoes for rupees 1,000 and shirt for rupees 300. How much money is left with him? So first of all, read the statement carefully and understand the statement. Ajay had 2000 rupees. So Ajay had total 2000 rupees, out of which he bought shoes for 1000 and a shirt for 300. After buying these two things, how much money is left with him? We have to find how much money is left with him now. So underline the important information given in the statement. So this is the important information. So we underline the important information. Now solution. First of all, this is a mixed sum. We already discussed the mixed sum in the previous video, in which addition and subtraction come together. That is the mixed sum. So we have to add first, then we have to subtract. We have to add the money which is spent by him, then we have to subtract the total money spent by him from the total money he had in the beginning. Okay, so cost of shoes is equal to 1000 rupees. Cost of shirt is 300 rupees. He spent total spend, we have to add 0031. So he spent 1300 in total. Now he had 2000 in the beginning and spent 13,000. How much money is left? Now we have to subtract this money from the total money he had in the beginning. Now we have to subtract total money is equal to rupees 2000. He spent, how much he spent? 1300, and left money is, we have to subtract 0 0. We can't subtract 3 from 0, so we have to 1 borrow from 1000 place. It become 10. 10 minus 3 10 minus 3 is 7. Here after giving 1 borrow, it become 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So he had left 700 rupees. So mix sum we have to do like this.